Yo, what is going on, Guardians? J-Man here, and today we're talking about Sony purchasing Bungie for over $3 billion. This comes as a huge surprise for many of us, considering Bungie had to pull a bunch of strings to part ways from Activision so that they can self-publish. Now, I know the first thought that everyone is thinking is please don't bring platform exclusives back to Destiny. Us D1 veterans remember the days where PlayStation would get exclusive maps and exotics that Xbox players didn't get to experience. But the good news is Bungie has already promised that we will not be seeing this FOMO and content will be the same on every platform. So what does this actually mean for the future of Bungie and Destiny? There's a few things I would really love to see. First, Eververse being scaled down. With Bungie self-funding Destiny and future projects, there was a heavy emphasis on Eververse and generating cash flow. This inherently took a lot away from the core game, where rewards felt bland compared to all the shiny cosmetics being sold for silver. By dialing down development on Eververse, hopefully we can start to see greater rewards in-game and support for our core playlists. We desperately need new Crucible and Gambit maps, game modes, and maybe even an overhaul to the Strike playlist. These core parts of the game have been dormant for too long, and it's time to let them shine again. And for our dedicated player base, I hope Sony purchasing Bungie gives flexibility to support those hardcore gamers that sink thousands of hours into Destiny. The past year or so, Bungie has put a strong emphasis on the casual player base and increasing the speed it takes to onboard onto Destiny. This has left the dedicated players in the dust a bit, with the endgame feeling a little bland and meaningless. Joe Blackburn, the game director of Destiny 2, tweeted, "Today, we take a massive leap forward in our quest to make Destiny 2 the best action MMO on any platform. We have the team, we have the plan, and now we found a partner in Sony that is passionate about making sure we can achieve our vision for the game." Bungie has thrown the MMO term around for quite some time, so hopefully this extra cash will turn this thought into a full reality. I would love to see more dungeons, more raids, an endgame version of Gambit, maybe even a Forge mode, or hear me out, dedicated PvP servers. Lastly, we can't forget about the future IPs that Bungie is developing. Destiny won't be the only game that Bungie creates for the rest of our lives, and this support from Sony means that these future projects will have all of these extra resources. No one actually knows what Bungie is putting together behind the scenes, but with their track record, we can only assume that it will be the next big thing to take over our social lives. Are there things to be weary about? Of course, any big change is going to bring us caution, but I'm going with the optimistic route here. Back when Luke Smith was in charge, he put out a public statement where he mentioned that Destiny will never receive a Forsaken-sized DLC ever again. And that really hurt the community and was a major blow for all of us. We definitely left our feedback on that statement, and perhaps that was what ultimately sparked this deal. Without this change, we could still be in that situation where content drops would never exceed the hype of Forsaken, so I welcome this with open arms. Guardians, there is so much to discuss on this topic, so I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Whether they're optimistic thoughts or cautions that are spinning in your head, feel free to share them so that we can discuss. If you enjoyed the gameplay in this video, please feel free to give it a like or even subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the Cosmodrome.